What is up YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to this war recap where we are taking a quick look at the war versus GrandWitchAuto. So yes, it was an arranged war, very close on the scoreboard. We were just about able to take it off. So in this video I'm going to show you the Town Hall 10 / Town Hall 11 raids. Soon after this video I'll be uploading the Town Hall 9 raids from it. It was only my Town Hall 10 in this war. I don't think my attacks are very good. If we have a quick little look, I tried a Town Hall 11 2-star, failed that, and then got the 92%. That will be on my live attack, so check out that one. But I was a little bit unlucky on both actually. Anyway, yeah, as a whole, I mean the clan it wasn't the best performance from our Town Hall 10 game. I think got a good couple of Town Hall 11 dips. I know that Psycho had a really good war, so that helped us. But I'm going to kickstart it with number 15 and Confusion. And the good thing was there were a couple of lower Town Hall 10s too, with some level 1 Infernos. So that always makes it a little bit interesting. They're normally a bit easier to 3-star. It gave Confusion a chance with his level 4 Valkyries to have a bit of a pop at the base as well. And the thing is, with level 1 Infernos, you can almost just ignore them in one way. You want to get to them quite quick. You don't want to be hanging around and pathing around them, but you want to be able to but the damage they actually do to Valkyries is just really not that much. The biggest threat of them, I guess, is that it stops them being healed, but when you've got a couple of rage spells and a heal anyway, you can just sort of power straight through. So what he wants to do really is Queen Walk is a perfect thing to complement with Valks. Get the CC under control, get a bit of pathing done, and you can see here the natural pathing from one Inferno is basically straight onto the next one. So all he has to make sure is his Valks don't run around the edge. Looks like they're all breaking in anyway, so they're already through the first layer. Nice rage spell there, second rage spell straight through. He'll probably drop the heal spell on the back end, I would have thought, unless the heal spell is for the Hog Riders, which might be the case. Just trying to remind myself, I would have probably healed the Valks, but you can see they're doing pretty good. The King's sat on the Inferno now, it is gone down, just a few outside buildings left, and here come the Hog Riders. Look, a nice little train there. It's going to push them onto all the defences, and basically take them on that outer ring. I'd have dropped that heal spell quite a bit further over to catch the pretty much over the Wizard Tower, but at this point, with most of the Valkyries gone, he has only got his Queen Walk and the Valks and the Hogs left. Good use of rage there to speed them up, because that is pushing them straight through those defences. A couple of Valks left on the outside. Queen ability still good, and he's been able to take the base down with a single Hog to spare. So nice attack by Confusion there. I don't know. Would I have done it on the Valks? I guess I'd have probably. I don't know. I just smash it on all the Valks. Put heal on Valks every time. But then again, they were only level 4, so probably did get good value from his Hog Riders there. Moving up, we had Fam hitting down again. Level 1 Infernos. And when you come up against a 40-40 max Town Hall 10 sort of offense, it's gonna get hit pretty hard. The challenge here is to path the Valks into both Inferno towers, because it is a little bit of a challenge. So whether he's going to Quake straight open in the middle, straight on top of the Clan Castle to allow him into both, I was about to say we'll see, but he clearly hasn't. He's dropped the Quake in so he can get to that first Inferno. But the question always is going to be, how can he get to that second one? For now, pulling the CC, hasn't been able to get the full CC. Oh no, he has. Sorry, I'm being blind. I didn't see that giant golem walking over there. Getting the CC down the bottom, just getting it under control with the Queen, putting it in a position where it's not going to cause any issues from any external defences. It's just a nice clean way to control the CC. Obviously it does take a little bit of time to pull it all the way down there and get it into a nice open spot, but it's a lot safer. You don't have defences hitting there, having to waste ability, rage spells, anything like that. It's just really calm and collected, which is a good way of doing it if you're okay with time. And typically on Valk Rage you are pretty good with the time. Wall breaking in that layer just to make sure the air defence doesn't get a threat. But also, actually, I think this is where we're going to see it now. He can walk onto that Inferno Tower, which looks like what he's doing. So if that's the case, that's a really clever move. We're going to see it here, I think. Dropping the rage spell down for the queen. She's getting into position, pops the ability just in the nick of time. The rage heal is coming, and there it is, Inferno taken down. So really taking advantage of that base design there, and you can see the little hog train coming in from like 5:30, no, sorry, about 5 o'clock, just to help take down some extra defences. But I really like the use of the walk there to get a bit of extra value. You've seen on a couple of my live attacks where I've done a walk into an Inferno tower. It is, if you can do it, it will, particularly if you can destroy a lot of the point defence that you're going to come up against first, and the expos aren't going to wreck your queen. Very nicely controlled there. I was thinking, how with that earthquake placement, how is he going to get into that second Inferno? But obviously showed us the way. Loads of hog riders left as well. Absolute massacre. Would have been fine with level 3 Infernos on that one as well. That would have worked in exactly the same way. So I'm going to move up to number 13 with yeah boy. 2 level 2 Infernos here. Slightly better base design. Leaves you to think a little bit more. You've got to, hold on a second, got to be a bit more careful with the Valkyrie's pathing. Can he, in fact, he could probably walk into one of the Infernos here on this base, I reckon. There is a bit of damage DPS around her and double expo, so that is the big threat. But there is an opportunity there to walk into that Inferno tower. Whether it's worth the risk or not is down to however ballsy the attacker is, I guess. But here we've got the break in is happening. The poison is down. It's just out of range of the Inferno, which is good. That sweeper is being a bit of a pain though. Those witches are going to go down quite quick, and in fact the dragon's taken down quite smoothly after all. Just got to be careful with the sweeper, the expos, and that Inferno beam that might come into play. Bit of funneling there, getting the Valkyries to go and break inside. That's going to meet Inferno Tower 1, no problem at all, and it should all happen quite quickly. Use of a rage spell might be helpful here. There we go, look. Unfortunately, it's just a shame when it happens. The Valks all got pulled out by the single builder over there. Use of the heal spell. And he's pushing through the base now, getting those Valks nice and healed up, and he's got to find a way to get through to the next Inferno tower and get onto it. The jump spell's there, he's allowing it in. Hogs to come around the edge of the base. Look, so a lot of people are making good use of hog riders to just swarm the last few defences, so that does seem to work quite well if you can get the hogs to path around the edge of the base like this. And on this one, got a load of Valks left, load of hog riders left, 4 wizards down there, or 5. Just a load of troops, so very good execution. I think it was the heal spells between the Infernos that really helped out. But yeah, great attack by yeah boy. Let's move on up. My hit on 12 didn't quite work out. Omar's, yeah boys, and then we're coming up to Nico. A lot of people will know of Nico and the previous clans he's been in. So he's on this attack dropping a dip down onto a Town Hall 10, and quite heavy on the Valkyries and Hog Riders actually. 14 and 21, but you'll notice that there's no Queen Walk, so he's just going for a full on sort of burst attack. You've got to remember at Town Hall 11, because you've got the Warden's ability, it's like a free spell but better. Gives all those Valkyries extra HP, gives the that invulnerability for a minute. It's just a massively powerful asset, whatever you want to call it. Probably going to time the ability here to with the break, which he did. Gave him that invulnerability, so the Golem didn't do anything, didn't have to worry about pulling it. And you can see here the Valkyries are running around, going all sorts of circles. It looks like the King's going to be the guy that's going to go onto that Inferno tower and get it down. He wants to get it down quite quick, and look at all those Hog Riders right at the end there. The Valkyries on good health, the Hog Riders on good health, just coming in a huge wave. I'm going to help take down those final defences there. The Valks are running around the edge, and the Queen might be coming useful here with all those defences going. He's just absolutely massacred the base, hasn't he, really? Don't think there's any other way to put it. Great attack there. I like the use of just the no worry of going onto a Golem and just using the ability of the Warden just to negate its effects and just keep the troop space up. Lots of Valks, lots of Hogs. Just makes it look nice and easy. Moving further up the field, we've got Psycho, another dip, and we are moving into the dip territory here. 6 and 5 are both dips by Psycho, so he had a really good war. It was the difference between winning and losing for us, because getting the dips are so important at Town Hall 10. At Town Hall 11 on 10, because the ideal war, you want all the 9s cleared by the 9s quickly. You want a lot of the 9s to either 2-star the Town Hall 10s, 2-star the Town Hall 11s, or obviously just do scout attacks. But preferably if you can get a scout attack to be a 2-star, then you're laughing. If you can get a 9 to 2-star and 11, then you're in a really strong position, because then you can use the 11s to dip the 10s. You always want a bit of Town Hall 10 on 10. Preferably you'd rather Town Hall 10s 2-star the 11s, because it's safer. If you can get the 2-star quite comfortably, it's a lot safer for the 11s to dip down and get the triples on the 10s. But with most wars, you see a mixture of some, or what seems standard with our wars is that we get a bit of a mixture of 10 on 10s and 11 on 10s, and then 10 on 11s and 11 on 11s. It just depends on the base and the strength, really. Looking pretty strong on this one, though. The Inferno Tower is proving to be a bit of a problem. Gonna eventually get on it and get it dead. A couple of back-end loons here have really helped out, because there was quite a bit of point defense they're taking down there. Moving on to the Wizard Tower, distracting that from the Valkyries, that's helping. Extra loon at the back end as well. Gonna see where this is going to come into play. Probably on that final Arch Tower, I would have thought. Now would be a good time, I was going to say, now would be a good time to do it when it's distracted. Ability there of the Queen to help kill the cannon, and he's looking pretty strong to get this final defense down. And there we go, just a bit of cleanup now. Swag hay spell, but yeah, really good attack. I'm going to move on next to his final one, which is another 3-star. Let's have a little look. Okay, what you want to do really on with the thing about Infernos is having them in separate compartments adds a layer of complication to the raid. If you have them in the same compartment, if you can bust your Valkyries into it, they'll take them both down in seconds. So having them quite spread apart, also making it so it's not an easy double jump straight across. So you want a lot of it's always interesting to find these anti-3s to come against these anti-3-star bases. With Valkyries being so strong, if you've got a good base design, it can still be a difficult task for a 10 to 3-star a 10. So it's not easy if you've got good base designs. And what I'm finding when we're coming against these is that you have to get things right. Ability used by the Warden there, keeping the Valkyries nice and alive. They are rushing ahead now. Warden's trying to catch up. Good train of hogs down at 3 o'clock there. They're going to get slapped by that Wizard Tower quite quickly, but they're doing okay on the health. Could do with a heal spell. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. Heal spell for those hog riders there. King Valkyrie is all looking good, but those hogs have been huge value. So yeah, again, strong combination of hogs and Valkyries. I don't do it so much myself. I typically end up using loons for back end, but hey, if you can find a solid way to bring hogs into action, then geez, do it. It all comes down to giant bomb. Knowing where the giant bombs. Well, if you've got the scout attack for you and you know where the giant bombs are, that will massively help. If the spots are obvious, then you can plan around that, or guess. Be interesting to see, did Psycho go in fresh on that one? Now you can see Psycho's attacks were both cleanups of 2 stars, so he would have got a lot of trap knowledge from those attacks anyway. We'll pick one. I'm wondering if I've got a yeah. Let's check out Psycho's raids, because he is number 15 on the war map, which means he is one of the lowest Town Hall 10s. And if he's able to get 2-star on a Town Hall 11, that's going to open up someone like Psycho to go down and get some easier Town Hall 10 triples on some harder bases. So it really does make sense if you can do this in the war. But it's all weighing up on the attackers. Can they do it? And what's the risk? Is it riskier for them to try a 3-star, or is it riskier to try and get a 2-star on a town 11? You know, where is it best placed? And it all comes down to a per war basis. Anyway, the Queen Walk has started. You've got to be careful with the Eagle Artillery because it can make short work of Valkyries. You've got to keep the Queen alive on this walk here, just about hanging on. She's going to start regaining health now. Comes against the King. The poison really helped out there, and now coming against more point defense. Eventually she's going to go against that Expo. I would think it looks like the Queen's going to die, but he's got his break and he's got his route in. The Valks rage healing through. Can it? And he has got that. You saw again him get it down there. The Queen is just about clinging on here. I can't believe she lasted so long, and then gets onto the King for a bit of extra damage, getting in there. So great attack. I think we'll finish on Psycho's last hit on number 1, because again, getting this job done made the war a lot easier. Now the question is, you can't. Well, I was going to say you can't Queen Walk onto that Eagle Artillery, because it's too far away, so you can't get it down. So you've got a choice. You either go for the Eagle Artillery if you can with your Queen, or if you can't, you basically ignore it and create a quick route to get in and out. Because as soon as you start dropping your main Valkyrie squad, that Eagle Artillery is going to be on them, and it will make it. I've had raids ruined by Eagle Artilleries quite often when I'm using my warming trophy pushing, that sort of thing. Good use of rage there to keep the Queen alive. She is doing okay at the moment. She's getting hit pretty hard by that Expo. She's now breaking a wall, which is a devastating move, because he wants it on these troops really, rather than letting them smash her. A good use of ability there, that really did help. Queen is regaining health again, taking down those Golemites, and it's creating that pathway into that town hall. So now he's got basically a free run to go. Golem's down. Eagle Artillery is immediately activated straight on that Golem. The funneling is happening right now. What can he get done? He needs to try and create that route into that town hall, and here it goes. The rage and the heal are going to be, while that's all happening, earthquake is dropped there. Rage spells down. You can see them getting hit quite hard. The heal spells there to try and bring them back to life. Valks rushing up ahead now. They're sat, but could they get pulled by the Queen? They're just about enough time to get that that town hall down there, and then the King is now rushing up ahead. 50%'s come. Going to be struggling to get much else after this point, because everything's sort of dying to the hand of that King there. And the Eagle Artillery is still up, just about scrapes that extra percentage to get the 52. So once again, solid hit by Psycho, making all the difference in the war. So with 10s hitting up, 11s hitting down, bit of 10 on 10 action, and we had a really solid war. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.